Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Houston Texans.
First and 10, 19, 49. Wild Bill, 54. And check 24.
On first down, Donaldson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
What's up? 19! 49!
I don't even know why this team showed up.
They'll run on first down. Donaldson. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Mike, 39. Man, I got you.
A throw out wide to QT, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Strong right.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full streak.
Watson, off play action. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. On first and 10, Watson going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again, it's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ken Lobo, 44. General West, look at me. Go. Check. Hey, lock it. Crash. Check. Lucky. Check it, Humphrey. 40.
Throwing on first down. Stacy hits his running back, Melvin Gordon. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Rock it. Watch the twitch. Bravo. Get it.
From the gun, Stacy gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Break.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Five.
Operating from the gun, Stacy. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Going deep for Hopkins, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Now Watson going to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13.
You're set. 19. Check. 59.
You ain't doing nothing today.
You 34. Check 59, Mike. Check 31. Mike to 50. Echo. I'm coming after you.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return will stop right around the 25. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Check 26. Get it ready.
Now Bell. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10.
49 to Mike. 49 to go.
From the gun, here's Watson. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On first and 10, Stacy, he's going to look. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, a 14-3 ball game. On first down, Donaldson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Watson on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
They can't hang with us. Hey, 31. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown.
Keep getting those touchdowns.
Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
A try here for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Watson, throwing again, going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Out. Watson lost it and picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, and a cut to the right and some open, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. The extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
After the sack on 1st down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. but instead it just brings up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. A gain there of 21 yards.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read.
90 Wolf. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Gordon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Bell. And now running right through it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That's going to be a loss of 15 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Ready up. Mike, 44 is Mike. Check, check. 65, 65. 65. Hey, high 7.
Looking to throw. Stacy, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stacy going for the deep ball. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here's Watson. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They are going for it. Here's Watson, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you pumped the football there.
So we're changing the analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first-half chance. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here we go. 18 Gators. Come on, let's go. Hey, orbit. Right.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is knocked away and incomplete, but I think it was a free play. Let's check the call.
Let's go.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. The final shot before break. Stacy. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing again. Stacy buying time to his left. That's complete. It's Bell. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 45 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
We want it. Come to my world.
Go.
From the gun, Stacy. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Topper!
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 30 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 8 yards out, and the Texans cut into that lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that will cut this lead down to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off play action. Stacy. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. On 1st down, it's Watson. Being chased down left. And that's complete to Adams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Maybe a free play for Watson. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Off of play action, it's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans get a bit closer. No problem there on the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 55 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 29, Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Watson now, operating from the gun. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This is Gordon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell.
Bring it.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the... Back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Greer. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big-time play there for the Texans. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun. Watson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. They'll run on 1st down. Donaldson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Watson. Dancing to his left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Watson from the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. They run it here with Gordon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ready, ready. Five. Let's go, D. Go.
If you kill it, motion me out. Hey, check right. Watch it.
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Buying time to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, Watson. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Now it's Watson going, and it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5.
Check, ready. Touchdown. Here we go. Here we go.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee.
Play to win. Let's go.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.